what's inside. When you feel all alone, I remember what I was told. Giving up doesn't make it easy. He stacks the deck with his words. It doesn't matter what he says. That was never inside. I know you are broken. That feeling inside of you. In time, your words will be spoken. Let have the freedom to choose. This time you stand your ground and fight back. It doesn't matter if you're scared. He's more scared of you than what you do. All the years of abuse take it right into his heart. And know it is over. Inside, I know you are broken. That feeling inside of you. In time, your words will be spoken. And have the freedom to choose. Inside, I know I am broken. I feel it inside of me. Inside, I am
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the Greg Louganis Arena in Green Bay, Wisconsin for another exciting episode of Tacoblender Pro Wrestling, your favorite show in internet sports entertainment. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as we get ready for an action-filled card. Christina, welcome in. Lindsay Megan Steelman is here. Russell Reeves, the commissioner of TPW, dropped the hammer in action tonight. He is here as well. Megan Osler, Dave Center, Trent Hoxela, Dan Bowers, Kenny Grader, the one and only Prongles. Teej with the Feather is here. David Green is here. Jared Kent, AQ, Nick Winfield. Thank you so much for the likes and the shares, guy. I'm great. I'm doing well. We are live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We're all set to go. Alex Geraldo's over on the YouTube side. The commissioner is hanging out everywhere as he does. The omniscient one is ready to go tonight. I love you too, Kenny. I'm glad you're here for another exciting Wednesday night. Michael Bodwin currently in the ring. He is 0-1 in competition, unfortunately. The first week he was here, he kind of got rookie shook. But today he's got none other in his corner than the one and only Muscular Moose. We're all excited to see the Moose tonight. Andrew Couchman, Chris Encino Man Martin, Ken Reeves, TPW undisputed champion Radman Ken is here. Thank you so much for the like. Cake is good. Welcome in on the Twitch side. Muscular Moose looks like he's put on another 30 pounds of dead weight, which means he probably eaten another one of our TPW superstars. I don't know why we deal with it what we do. Oprah, you're a big fan of Muscular Moose. How's he making you feel right now?
I'm so good.
Well, that's excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Cake is good. Thank you so much for all the Twitch reacts, guys. We are live everywhere. Let me check my audio volume. It seems like the game might be just a bit hot. There we go. Much better. Follow age is still not working. What a shame this is. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. If it's your first time here, you can follow or sub wherever you are. Megan Osler is a supporter. Thank you for the resub. Are you going to team up with Jared tomorrow? Yes, that's the plan. We'll be at Jared's house tomorrow, ready to touch his butthole as usual. We've got an Extreme Rules match, and their opponents tonight are unfortunately very familiar. Sklorf Pigeon's making his way down to the ring. He's the weirdest man in the world. He's half man, half pigeon, all mustache and a half a mullet. He's a party wherever he goes, and the people at the Greg Louganis Arena are actually pretty scared right now. As Sklorf Pigeons makes his way down to the ring, AQ has 800 years of support age. Thank you so much. Jim Turner, thank you for the like. Guys, we're live everywhere you can watch the internet right now. Make sure you check out all of our other socials and live streaming services as Sklorf Pigeons touches his penis right to that top ring buckle just to make sure everybody knows what's up. Now 2 of them in the possession of the tip of Sklorf Pigeon's penis. Rough world in there. John Steelman, welcome, and that's Respawn John, guys. His wife Lindsay will be premiering tonight. Very excited for that. We have another debut as well. Josh Warren, aka Chuck Norris Jr., will be making his first appearance later on tonight. But first, it's a man you're all familiar with, a man who's won every championship there is in the book, and he's climbing his way back to the top. It's the one and only AQ. Let's get a hashtag AQ in every chat on earth. Megan Lose is here. Mrs. Dojo Josh is in contendership for the TPW Intergender Championship. That fatal 4-way match is our main event at the end of the program tonight, as Megan Lose will take on 3 other superstars, male and female. I believe we have Reverend Barry Neal is in that match as well. Flareon Creations and Dumpster Dude are going to be the fatal 4-way tonight for the first ever intergender champion right here on Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. Our commissioner tonight will be in the ring. He is not in catering tonight. He is in his personal locker room getting a massage from a person named Bridget and getting ready for his debut match of season 5 tonight, as Eat a Dick is the first up for grabs in the TPW Commissioner's Challenge. It comes back tonight. If he wins tonight, he gets a championship match against whichever champion he chooses, and Russell will be the special guest referee for that. James, thank you so much for the like, guys. Don't forget to share this out. Tell all your friends. It's the most exciting night of the week as TPW goes down right now. Guys, before we begin, we should let you know that there's been a lot of issues going on with the game. If it randomly shuts down or something weird happens, just know that's what we got to roll with. Doug is back in the ring tonight. Signals for the bell, and Michael Bodwin with a huge kick right to that big jawline of AQ, who turns around with a testicle shot and then takes a battering ram of a shoulder toss from the one and only Muscular Moose. Somehow has another work visa for the United States. I have no idea how he worked that out, but he just took a shoe to the face from Californian AQ. Nice follower slam. And Doug is already lucid and in the world of the dead. His eyes have rolled back into his head, and he's just standing there watching these superstars tear each other apart. Doug quickly coming to and realizing he's in the way of the match. Let's see if he falls back into the void. There he is. He's gone. Dave McDonald is with us over on the YouTube side. Show and Shell is over on Twitch. What's going on, Hoser Buds? Big Canada. Good time. Wow, what a shot from Michael Bodwin. Sklorf Pigeon's now going to work. A pigeon is taking out a moose. He's down for a cover. 1 count and a kick out for Michael Bodwin with the assist. And now Sklorf Pigeon's in the hands of the moose. Let's see what he does. Tosses him blatantly down to the ground, kicks him right in the bird chest. Sklorf Pigeons is no doubt singing in a higher pitch. Michael Bodwin taking some time to find a weapon, and AQ getting stopped in the head by a moose. How could this be any better? Justin Jennings, thank you so much for the like. We're doing great tonight. We're ready for a star-studded matchup. You guys will be seeing Show and Shell on TPW soon, whether it be Roz or Hyatt. You can lose to either one of them. Coming soon, right here on Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Fun Blender. I do this show, obviously, and this is Tacoblender Pro Wrestling, a combination of our supporters and fellow streamers thrown into a wrestling organization the likes of which you've never seen anywhere on television, the internet, or anywhere seedy. Nice uppercut from Sklorf Pigeons. Michael Bodwin about to take a kendo stick to the butthole. He does. Justin Bunch, thank you so much for the like. Dave McDonald is everywhere tonight as well. We've got a 1 count and a kick out from Bodwin. And now AQ was going for that finishing move, and he ended up falling victim to the Moose again. How did the Moose get so many gold chains? No idea. Dug down for the count. Can't make it there before Sklorf Pigeons kicks out and tries to get a reset outside of the ring. Muscular Moose with AQ up on his shoulders. Down he goes belly first onto that very thin padding that only protects you from falling victim to the critters that live underneath the ring. That's all you've got to survive tonight. Everybody be careful with the tables. Russell forgot he's not working tonight and he needs to relax and have a fun match, but you can't take the business out of the businessman, am I right? Let's get a rad for our commissioner. And Bodwin going for some extreme shots here. I think when you're on the tag team with a Moose, it kind of becomes a point of, am I going to have any bearing in this match whatsoever? And Michael Bodwin trying to make sure he does exactly that and doesn't get upstaged by his tag team partner. Bodwin back into the ring. AQ with the shot right to the nads, and then just throws a sledgehammer incoherently at the face of Michael Bodwin, who may have actually died. AQ talking shit to a fan in the front row. That might have been his wife. A bomb clothesline. And he's unfazed by the table shot from the Moose. Unfortunately, a press slam. Oh, AQ breaking loose. Apparently, Muscular Moose has some back issues going on tonight. We'll have to see how that affects him later on in the match. Right now, throwing AQ back into the ring. He'll take a snooze. Muscular Moose has something personal here with the Pigeon. Let's see if they can figure it out before it all gets too wild. AQ diving onto a ladder for no reason whatsoever. Sacrificing his body just to look cool. And that's the way we do it here in TPW. Guys, again, don't forget to hit that like button. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube tonight. Twitch, we are Fun Blender. YouTube, we are Real Fun Blender. It won't be hard to find us. How many other fat guys use a rainbow unicorn? Just me. Sklorf Pigeons up to the top. Going for a drop kick on the Moose and missing completely. There's a little bit of pandemonium going on in this match. Muscular Moose basically doing whatever he wants. There's a double axe handle. Down goes Sklorf Pigeons, and this may be it. 2 count and a kick out from Sklorf Pigeons, who somehow looks like he has chocolate syrup coming out of his penis. Now Bodwin back in the ring, kicking the nuts from Sklorf Pigeons on Muscular Moose. That's a dandy suplex from a Pigeon Man. Down for the cover goes Sklorf Pigeons. Bodwin on the defensive, breaks the count up immediately. Sorry if I sniffle and cough, I'm still a little sick. We're just trying to get over it here. Bodwin apparently working out some demons tonight. He recently said he lost over $4,000 at the poker table at the local casino. Superman punch. AQ unable to help his partner, but Sklorf somehow kicking out at the ass crack of 3. And Doug will go back into an assumptive position in the corner as AQ goes for a huge kick to the face. Muscular Moose might not be able to stop this. AQ and Sklorf Pigeons pull out the victory with a 3 count and some excellent teamwork. Muscular Moose just got caught up in the moment. Didn't realize that Michael had been covered. And AQ and Sklorf Pigeons notch another win into their tag team record. Congratulations to Sklorf and AQ. Guys, this is Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. We've got 5 more matches coming at you live tonight. And we'll get to those in just a moment. But first, here's a word from some of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
White lace screams I'm not alone by choice. Magician's assistant. I own the company. I married the competition. I buried the secretary. Courtroom settlement and inherited diamonds. Of course I'll sign this non-disclosure agreement. Airplane business realness. I want to smell her undercarriage. Damn it, she didn't sign it. Gaslighting. A vague suggestion of events. Tones of alimony and hush money. Comes out like catsup. Burning is burning. Reeks of a fake marble staircase and a hand ready to slap. Don't die nasty.
Thank you so much for that strange commercial. We're back for Tacoblender Pro Wrestling match number 2. And I believe we've got a debut coming at you tonight. It is the one and only queen of TPW, shining and shimmering in gold. It's the one and only Mrs. Respawn John. Lindsay Steelman has made her way to TPW. Respawn will be joining us next week. They are both eligible for the intergender division. But tonight we have a singles match to welcome in the one and only Lindsay Megan Steelman. Lindsay, thank you so much for being a part of TPW for all these years. And I wish you great luck in your debut match tonight. The fans in Green Bay loving the show that they are getting from the solid gold superstar as she makes her way down to the ring and does something I could never do. A flip with her hands. The crowd definitely wooed and impressed. They're on their feet. They want to see what Lindsay can do in her debut match here tonight. Let's see if she can pull off a victory. Guys, don't forget we are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube for tonight's festivities and every TPW Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. Central. Thank you again so much for being here. Lindsay's in the ring and ready to, oh God damn it. Of all the things we can do to new superstars that may make them leave the room, it's the undisputed champion of not showering from the highways and byways of rural America. It's none other than oh God. All those cheeks have seen some things that nothing should ever see except wind erosion. She's wearing a roadkill mask she's inherited over the last 50 years from things she's eaten while living on the road. She's nothing but mascara, sweat, and human vomit. It's Dirty Deborah, and it hurts. Megan with her eyes on a bigger prize tonight. She ended her feud with Dirty Deborah a couple weeks ago, and she's in running for the Intergender Championship for the first time tonight. Here on TP. I think she just farted a little bit there. Please don't. Nobody wants to see it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. Don't feather it out. Oh, I'm disappointed with myself more than anything else. Eat a Dick is here. Welcome in, my friend. How am I supposed to not work with Dirty Deborah's around? That's true, actually. Eat a Dick with the 8-month resub. Thank you to the one and only Eat a Dick, Stephen Barrett, Justin Bunch. Thank you so much for the likes. Don't forget to share this out with your friends and tell everybody that TPW is live. Doug going for the whistles, and here we go. Dirty Deborah trying to go for a quick shot on Lindsay Steelman, but she turns it around with a huge kick of her own, and Dirty Deborah's down. There's a shot to the cooch. Lindsay hoping she can push that thing shut and stop the sense from emanating. Unfortunately, I think it's a lost cause as Deborah takes one to the tits. Lindsay is really capitalizing on this, standing on the back of Dirty Deborah, and the crowd is just loving every second of this. Here on Tacoblender Pro Wrestling, Respawn John here supporting his wife as she picks up Deborah, center of the ring. And she's really trying to make a statement tonight, going no holds barred against Dirty Deborah, someone who once uttered the word and now Deborah's down. Those tights have seen some places, man. Some of them probably don't even exist anymore. Some of the men in those stories are dead, but their smell lingers on. Here's a cover from Steelman early on, 2 from Doug, and a kick out from Deborah, who slaps Lindsay right in the bazooms. Lindsay now furious. This match will continue. Doug once again lost into the void, staring motionless in the corner as Deborah takes another shot. Wendy Morataya, Jeff Marshall, welcome in. Here's Steelman for the attack on the outside. She's relentless tonight, folks. She is not going to take an easy win. She wants to make a statement and does so with an open hand slap on Deborah, who uses the propulsion of her queef to shoot her leg into the face of Steelman, who's now right next to the crowd. The crowd adamantly upset at the poor behavior and sportsmanship of Dirty Deborah. Joshua Warren is here. Chuck Norris Jr. in the house. He'll be in action in just several moments, I believe. It's great to see all of you here. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the stream out with all your friends. It's going to be a hell of a fight tonight, guys, and you do not want to miss out. We've got an 8 count. Lindsay now wiping the mats of Dirty Deborah sent at a 9 count. She gets back in, but she is immediately met with an angry Steelman. And now the womb tosser separates the ribs of poor Steelman, who's in her first match tonight, taking those hard shots. Deborah going for the DDP The Dirty Deborah, never mind. Here she goes for the cover. Lindsay may be out cold. 1 count. She snapped back too. The touch of Dirty Deborah, not something welcoming. To the skin of Steelman, who takes a slap from Deborah. And now face first goes poor Steelman. Looks like she may have broken her nose in her first match. And now Deborah mopping the floor up with her as a symbol of friendship. Here's a 2 count and a kick out from Steelman. Nicely done by the rookie, holding on for dear life. She's not going to let her veteran superstar scare her. And she's up and breathing, guys. And that's a statement to being in the ring with Dirty Deborah that long. Here comes the turnaround from Steelman. What's she planning here? Face first goes Deborah. Here comes the cover. This might be it. Doug going down for the count. And there's, oh no, 2 3/4. And Deborah with a kick out. This is absolutely insane. These matches could go anywhere tonight. Deborah now stepping into the zone. Lindsay might get caught in a trap here. She does. And she gets the scissors. She has now got her face in a place where the smell can only be described as a dead person in an old closed down Kmart. But somehow she escapes and gets the better of Deborah. Kicks her right in the face. I think Deborah might be out cold. Slides out of the ring. Wise decision. That probably would have been the end of the match had she not. And it may not matter. Irish whip off the ropes. Face first goes Deborah again. Lindsay's planning something here. Let's see what it is. We're not unfamiliar with how she wrestles. Off the top rope. Double axe handle right into the sternum of Dirty Deborah. Now a kick to the back. Lindsay wasting no time picking her back up. And a lunge into the corner. Deborah's got to start to feel like maybe she's about to meet her match for the first ever debut upset of Dirty Deborah. Steelman is on the offensive and in command here. Howard Dean is pumped.
I love bread.
Oprah, I don't know what that means. I really couldn't tell you. Giant clothesline from Steelman. Back up comes Deborah for another one, and I think we've got number 3. She just spit out everything she had left in her body, and this might be it. Steelman may have capitalized and become the first to debut against Dirty Deborah and win. Steelman plotting it out. I think she knows Deborah's not quite down yet. She's going to put her into a submission and stretch the back out. Unfortunately, Deborah's been in that position 33 times this week and made approximately $42. And Lindsay realizing that the move is futile as Deborah actually started to get excited. And now the frog splash misses completely, and Deborah's back on the offensive. My wife is scissoring with another woman. I'll be right back. John, it's okay to watch this in the bathroom. As a matter of fact, we encourage it. As another stop from Deborah. Steelman trying to get back to her feet here. She's almost there. Deborah picks her up. Irish whip off the ropes. And Steelman ends up getting face first into the ring again after a cheap shot to the vagina from Dirty Deborah. And Deborah closing in, kick to the face. Steelman is out. And what a great starting match. She's going to have a long career here in TP. It's not over yet. Poor timing, Oprah. It is not over yet, guys. Steelman escapes again. Thought for sure she was done. She's got a jaw of iron, and she is ready to fight, waiting for Deborah to be in the right spot. Down she goes. And I think this match is about over. At this point, Steelman's just rubbing it in. Up goes Deborah again. Kick to the face. She's just trying to insult her at this point, and the crowd is absolutely loving it. Oprah.
9,000 penises.
That's not the correct answer. Tiffany Petway, Zach Pulver, the one and only Scott Schwenke, a.k.a. Eat a Dick, is here. Welcome in. Huge power bomb. And down goes Deborah. Steelman may pull it off right here. She did. A 3 count, and Lindsay Megan Steelman winning her debut match. Here on Tacoblender Pro Wrestling, the crowd has already accepted her as one of their own. Welcome to the roster. The pay is terrible, but Wrestle always makes good food. And we are on to match number 3 with another word from your sponsors. We'll be right back. Cheeks.
Cheeks. Cheeks, the Ladies Club, 20,001 North Cave Creek. Cheeks.
And we're back. Clamburger, thank you so much for the like. Beautiful, beautiful Clamburger. Thank you so much for being here. Clam is another superstar in TPW. He'll be back soon, as will the late, great Cherry Potter. But now it's time to introduce my partner in crime, the love of my life, the man who puts the tea in my crumpets. It's the one and only Thumb Tacos. What can we say about him that we don't already know? He has a lot of belly button lint. He smells faintly like pork. And he may be the sexiest man in the greater 36th Street area. The one and only Thumb Tacos. You love him. He's here on Facebook sometimes, but you can find him at home on YouTube. It's Thumb Tacos, and it's just like a mini mall as we go for another copyright strike. Cherry Potter, you beautiful, beautiful woman. How are you this evening? I love your face. I'm glad you're here. We are live everywhere. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. We are live on Clamburger's phone. Thumb Tacos has his work cut out for him tonight. These two have never met up in person, face to face in the TPW ring, but they're about to do so. It's the one and only Statement of Fact. Joel Drake taking time out of his busy schedule of beating up war veterans to take a match with Thumb Tacos. His girlfriend Flareon Creations in tonight's intergender championship match, so no doubt he'll be sticking around for the free guacamole that we put in the backstage area tonight. Oprah, did you try the guacamole?
I was a little girl.
No, you weren't. Did you try the guacamole?
Many people say coffee makes them poop.
We'll take it. I poop sometimes from coffee as well. Statement of Fact can be found right here on Facebook as well as Twitch. Another amazing streamer, a beautiful mind, a great human. He makes Clamburger wet. Statement of Fact is here to toy with the minds and hearts of everyone in the Greg Louganis Arena, doing what he does best tonight in singles competition. Doug even standing outside and checking out Statement of Fact just a little bit. Mark Gerhard, thank you for the like. Welcome in. Best mustache on planet Earth. He also smells nice. I think he farted once, but I let it slide. All right, Doug going for the bell. There we are. The match is off. Thumb Tacos immediately in with a clothesline. A reversal from Statement of Fact. These two are trying to get one step ahead of each other and getting caught in the crossfires. Another reversal. 10 seconds of hot back and forth to start this match, and now they're stuck in some kind of embrace. And Joel finally getting the best of whatever tap dance that was. And now he looks to be humping the butt of Thumb Tacos, who's turning it around. Now Taco is going to get a little work on the crack of Joel. And let's see where they go from here. Joel turning it around, neck toss, grabs control of this match. And the crowd loves to see a little bit of old school chain wrestling thrown in with their wonderful programming. Going for a choke already, trying to tap out Thumb Tacos, who says, man, we just got here. And now Tacos turning it around in front of this sellout crowd at the Greg Louganis Arena. Really working that arm. Joel Drake trying to keep command of the big guy. He knows if he can keep him down on the ground and put a little leverage on top of him, he can stay in this match. I want to challenge the commissioner to a duel of tic-tac-toe. You can do so. You just have to talk to the commissioner. Joel Drake with a quick shot and a cover. Kick out from Thumb Tacos. Lechersky now back to his feet. Another collar and elbow makeout and tie-up. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but they're shoving each other into the ropes. Jared saying, hey, man, ease up on the making out. Joel finally backing off a bit. He takes a shot from the face from Thumb Tacos. Lechersky with an Irish whip off the ropes. Knee to the dick, hits the mark. Joel Drake is down. Thumb Tacos working on the neck of the young man from Oklahoma, who frequently accidentally shows his penis because of a low-hanging window in his bathroom. Kick to the nuts on Thumb Tacos. Drake trying to take control here. Titty chop from Tacos in a reversal. Big strike from Joel. And Joel using that speed to his advantage. Tacos can't figure out how to get his footing with those non-stop shots. Now gets a quick one in on Drake, who's a little rattled and goes down. One count and a kick up. Statement of Fact back to his feet. And here we go again. Irish whip and over the top. goes Drake. As Thumb Tacos goes for a couple cheap shots outside the ring. This is a standard men's competition match. Countouts and disqualifications do apply. But the superstars, of course, love taking that 10-second count to get in whatever shots they can on the hard concrete floor. Sidewalk slam, and Drake's going to feel that one. No padding whatsoever. Referee up to a count of 3 as Doug watches on patiently. The cameraman finally shows up. Here's another collar and elbow tie-up. Drake getting thrown back towards the ring. Thumb Tacos diving at Doug. Maybe a bit of small rage coming out, and Doug restarts the count. He was so scared he forgot what was after 5. Went back to 1. Drake into the ring, followed by Thumb Tacos. Drake back to his feet. Nice suplex from Tacos, trying to keep control. Dragging Drake out to the center of the ring, maybe going for a cover this early. No, I think he realizes that's not going to work. Shoulder tackle. Down goes Drake again. Jared just going to try to keep him off his feet, where you can use that size for maximum damage. Now a couple nice strikes. Little known fact about Thumb Tacos, he actually has pear-shaped feet. Very strange. Nice shot from Joel, using again that lightweight height advantage. Springboarding off the chest of Tacos. 2 count and a kick out. Caught Tacos off guard there. And now a turnaround. Drake staying on the offensive. A little bit of extra stamina for the young guy from Oklahoma. Now Tacos setting him up. A reversal from statement of fact. Let's see if he can go anywhere with this. Big shot to the face. And Thumb Tacos is down. Oprah.
Better biscuits with the chicken.
I didn't even ask you a question yet. Yeah, it does look like Joel. I was pretty impressed with how it turned out, except that his eyes are black for some reason. But maybe it's just how he is when he wrestles. Nice move from Drake there. This might be it. Kick out from Thumb Tacos. Rich, welcome in. Thank you so much for the like. These two are really going back and forth here. And right now it's anybody's match. That kick definitely helps Thumb Tacos out. As Latursky goes back to an Irish whip into Doug.
Of $1,000
and Joel got caught off guard, and that was all it took for Thumb Tacos to get in a cheap shot. Joel taking some damage to the face. Here comes Tacos, knee to the neck. And Drake is down in the corner. And again, Tacos using the ropes to really push that dead weight right into the chest of Drake. Gives him the finger. No love lost between these two. And now Tacos just appears to be cleaning up some kind of mess in the ring. Off the ropes he goes. Nice elbow. And here comes a cover. Doug down for the count. And we've got a 3. It's over. Thumb Tacos doing just what it takes to win that match. Congratulations to Thumb Tacos for winning on his debut of Season 5 here in Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. Twyla, thank you so much for the like, guys. We still have 3 more matches left to go tonight. And I can't wait for you guys to see them. We'll be right back after another commercial everybody's familiar with. You know how it goes.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars.
bad deal.
Cars that break down.
Thieves.
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
You can kiss my ass.
it's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker.
You'll fall for this bullshit.
Guaranteed.
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass.
you heard us right.
Shove it up your ugly ass.
Bring your tray.
Bring your title.
Bring your wife.
We'll fuck her.
That's right, we'll fuck your wife.
Because at Big Bill Hell,
You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
take a hike
to Big Bill Hell.
home of challenge pissing.
That's right.
Challenge pissing.
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
You get no down payment.
don't wait.
Don't delay.
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off.
Only at Big Bill Hell.
The only dealer that tells you to fuck off.
Hurry up, asshole.
This event ends the minute after you write us a check.
And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker.
Go to hell.
Big Bill Hell's Cars.
Baltimore's filthiest.
And exclusive on one of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland.
Guaranteed.
And we're back. Excuse me, we are back with a men's triple threat match and another debut here in the Greg Louganis Arena. But first, 1 year and running all of Season 4 and into the beginning of Season 5, The crowd gets ready to pay homage to their king, the one and only undisputed champion of Tacoblender Pro Wrestling's men's division. It is, in fact, Radman Ken, rolling in just out of a nap. Title not on the line tonight. This is an exhibition match. Ken and Dojo wanted to personally welcome our new friend Josh Warren to TPW tonight, and he'll make his debut in this match. Sorry about that. That was totally unnecessary, but I thought you deserved it. Let's give a rad for everyone who listened to me burp just now. Rap in Peace Beatbox Nation. We've had communication with Raph. He's still around. He may make an appearance here and there. You'll have to wait and see what Raph has in store for Beatbox Nation. But right now, the crowd putting their ones in the air for the undisputed #1 fighter in TPW. Who thought we'd be saying that a year later? Radman Ken's still on top of the division, and convincingly so. He has been almost unstoppable. Jake Voss came back in with no prep time whatsoever. Ken took the match. It was like eating breakfast. He's just been on a new level inside of the TPW ring lately. It's America's sweetheart, Ken Reeves, in the America pants, here to continue his reign as champion. Nothing on the line for him tonight. This is literally just so the fans get a chance to see their champion. That's what kind of guy Radman Ken is. 1 year on, he's transformed into the face of Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. People absolutely love him. Can't tell you why. Jake Poop, indeed, Dumpster Dude, will be on later on tonight. In the first ever intergender championship match, we will see Megan Lose take on Dumpster Dude. I keep forgetting who's in the match because it's been such a long day. The Reverend Barry Neal makes his season 5 debut. Arguably our winningest superstar ever in the history of TPW.
There's
Ken
a
crawling
daily
up the
cash
ladder
prize
though.
of $1,000 and fuck.
Ken only 2 matches behind AQ in total victories, and he'll be caught up. He's got a few to go before he gets to Reverend Barry Neal. But we'll see how Barry fares tonight in that intergender championship match. Flareon Creations was who I forgot. 4 people is so many people. But Flareon also in that championship match. Robert Angel, thank you so much for the like. Welcome in. I wish I walked slower. Yeah, Ken's entrance kind of takes 8 years. Ken's in the ring. We all know he's here. He's the champion. He's the best. He's wearing a shirt with Moo Deng on it. He's got a new foe tonight. It's the one and only Josh Warren, Kentucky's finest. Mr. Chuck Norris Jr. has graced the Greg Louganis Arena with his presence. He's a realtor. He's a coach. He's a father. He's a lawnmower. He's a sandwich. He is so many things. And now he is a TPW superstar. Welcome in, Mr. Chuck Norris Jr., the sexy boy himself, coming out in a spectacle for the ages. The crowd is absolutely eating this up as they get a new handsome superstar in Josh Warren. Look at him showing off for that crowd. Ken, you might be in for it tonight. This is going to be a difficult triple threat match. One, you've got a brand new opponent you've never fought against before in Josh Warren, but you also have an opponent that you've fought many times before. The one and only Dojo Josh. This is going to be a match for Ken tonight, but again, nothing is really on the line for Ken tonight. He's just here to prove he's still got what it takes to be the best. And he's getting ready to show off for the crowd tonight. We've got 2 in the ring. We're waiting for number 3. And here he comes, folks, a former 4-time men's champion, contender for the intergender championship, I'm sure. This man could win a championship if it was only for reindeer. It's the one and only Dojo Josh. He is a Kaizo streamer and so much more. Right here on Facebook and Twitch. He's a hell of a guy. He's one of my favorite people on planet Earth. And he is here tonight to put on a show for the Greg Louganis Arena, Green Bay, Wisconsin, on their feet. For Tampa's own Dojo Josh. He is a handsome son of a bitch. Let's get a hell yeah for Dojo Josh.
I said, give me a hell
You know what, Megan? This is my hour and a half a week. I would just appreciate it if you shut your goddamn mouth. I'm just kidding. I love you. If we don't man crush on Dojo Josh during an episode of TPW, what are we even doing with our lives? Exactly, Howard Dean. Exactly.
This guy shreds ass.
He shreds ass. That's exactly correct. And Josh Warren is here to compete tonight. All three of them in the ring. There's the champ. There's Josh Warren. There is the one and only, totally not attractive Dojo Josh. And we're off for the match. The bell has been rung. This is an Extreme Rules tables match. The only way to win is to send your opponent through a table. And now the vet's taking turns on the rookie. Knee to the face to Josh Warren, a realtor from the greater Kentucky area. If you're looking for a house anywhere in Kentucky, maybe even on planet Earth, get a hold of Josh Warren. He also mows a beautiful lawn in delicate patterns. And a knee to the face. Ken going after Josh. I think they're fighting over who gets the fresh meat, and Warren takes advantage. Striking a huge flip off the top rope. Right into the waiting chest of the champion. Radman Ken a little stung from that one. And now he's going to take it out on the new guy. Big strikes in those spots that are just going to hurt tomorrow. Ken not exactly exacting damage at this moment, but he's just doing things to make Josh second guess coming here in the first place. But he forgot about the dojo. Huge black flip from Dojo Josh. And now a loose S-press from Radman Ken. Big strikes to the face. And the champ going after everybody. Slow working Dojo Josh, and now Warren takes a shot right to the face again. He's just giving Josh Warren those shots that he's gonna feel tomorrow. And now Josh rolling him over. I think he was hoping for a little partnership from Dojo Josh to show up the champ, but Josh having none of it. He's a former champion himself, and he doesn't need any help to get back. He gets the hell out of the way of that table. And now Josh Warren has been left to his lonesome with the champion. This match might be over momentarily. Josh making sure of it by getting a second table. Nice back body drop by the champ. Now grabbing a hold of Dojo Josh. Stunning press slam. And everyone here in the crowd going wild. Kick to the throat hits the mark. And Josh, again, he's just going to feel that tomorrow. I don't think Ken is worried about losing this match. I just think he wants to hurt Josh right now. Following him outside of the ring, Josh thought he had time to go for a weapon, and Ken is telling him to bring his best. Josh does, and I don't think Ken likes saying that too much, because Josh has got a second wind here. But Dojo taking the offensive Irish whip. Now getting out of the ring, which is a safe move right now. Josh focuses his energy on Radman Ken. Michael Vargo, Nicole Akers, thank you so much for the likes. Welcome in. He sold me my Uganda beach house. Ken, of course, adding another beach house. All these appearances on Good Morning America. It must pay very well. And now a strike to the face. Ken gets so wound up in knocking out Dojo Josh. Josh Warren takes the opportunity to beat the piss out of him with a kendo stick. Here comes the table. Josh having a little bit of rookie fumbles there, forgetting how a table works. And Dojo with a nice hip toss. Back to square one they go. A nice, hey, way to take down the champion. Get him off his feet, even if it means clipping the legs. Josh fighting smart here. Ken now in that vicious armbar. Turns around with a kidney shot to Dojo Josh. There's the second one right in the front of the ribs. And Ken with another slam. The entire ring moves off the ropes. Leg drop. And Josh is down and out. Let's see if Warren can capitalize. He got in the ring in just the perfect moment. Let's see if he can figure out how to open that table. He does if Ken doesn't get too quick. The rookie may take a quick W here. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Radman Ken sniffs it out a mile away. And now Josh is in the danger zone here in his first match. Irish whip, maybe Ken having some sympathy, or maybe he just wants to toy with the guy a little bit. But Warren is down. Dojo Josh with a Pele kick to the face. flipping everywhere. The man's like a goddamn circus animal. The trapeze artist. Now some titty chops to the champ. Dojo Josh has that extra bit of stamina. Josh Warren didn't realize what he was in for in his first match, and he is tired. But up to the top rope. A springboard backflip. Again, that table set up, and Radman Ken just knocked it over with his giant head. Now we're back to square one again. Warren going to set up that table again right away. He's so used to making sure it's set up full of brochures and open houses. And now he's going to use it in the ring. Josh going for a clothesline, hits the back of the neck of Josh Warren. Poor Josh trying to come back too, but I think we ran him out of gas already. Now up for a Styles Clash goes Radman Ken. Josh Warren going for a forearm punch there and missing completely, but he takes the table away from Dojo Josh. I think he realizes his co-competitors have had a real hard time opening that table. Look at Josh, opens a table like he builds them. And now Dojo on the table. This could be it, guys. We could have a debut win for Josh Warren. He does it.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
And he is beyond belief and beside himself. He had no idea he was going to win that match. He makes his way up to the top, and the fans go wild for the debut of Chuck Norris Jr. What a win for Josh Warren. Guys, we have 2 more matches. The Commissioner's Challenge is up next. We'll be right back in just a moment.
More beans? That's not enough beans. I need more. I need more beans. Leave it. I'm gonna eat all your beans. He's eating all my beans. I'm gonna fucking fly. I'm gonna breed. He's eating all my beans. He's eating all his beans. He is. It's too many beans.
And we're back. Thank you so much, Thumb Tacos, for that, guys. We're up to our co-main event of the evening. It's time for the Commissioner's Challenge. That's right. You get a one-on-one match with the Commissioner if you're chosen. If you win and pass his test and cross the bridge of truth, you will be given a championship match of your choosing with Russell to be there as a completely impartial referee for the event. Our first season 5... Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. Our first season 5 Commissioner's Challenge sees Eat a Dick in the hot seat. Eat a Dick has been absolutely on fire lately with a big string of victories over Battery Required. And frankly, I think he's gone 9-4 in the past 13 matches. That's the best of season 4. And Eat a Dick has been given a chance to fight the Commissioner, who's making his season 5 debut as well. Kevin Nelson is here. Thank you so much for the like. Joel Drake, the one and only statement of fact, TPW superstar and wonderful man himself. Joel, thank you for the like. Megan Sutherland. Kevin Nelson, the stone cold one, is here. How art thou, sir? I hope the world is treating you beautifully. All the beans from Drop the Hammer, who's backstage getting ready to walk through that curtain tonight and let the crowd see him for the first time in season 5. They are thrilled. Eat a Dick is not thrilled. He's not thrilled about anything. He's thrilled when soup is on sale. And that's about it. Diego Matthews, thank you so much for the like. Guys, make sure you check out Eat a Dick on Facebook and Twitch. He's an incredible streamer. He's a wonderful guy. His TikTok is actually pretty amazing, too. And Eat a Dick is in the ring, but for the first time in season 5, everybody get your salutes ready. It is the one and only Commissioner of TPW. Drop the Hammer himself. Russell Reeves II is here to grace the crowd here in the Greg Louganis Arena, and they are going wild for it. There he is. The Commissioner, of course, is the end-all be-all of TPW. All rules directions, and catering go through Russell himself. We are so thankful for Drop the Hammer. Make sure you check him out on Facebook and Twitch and Kick and everywhere, YouTube. He probably has an OnlyFans. He's just the greatest. Never give up. Says the commish. Get your salutes ready, folks. The one and only Commissioner Russell Reeves II is here, and he is on his way to the ring. People get loud. This only happens but once a month. And Russell's thrilled to be here with the crowd. The Greg Louganis Arena. Adam, will we be doing a chat for lots of match? So I'm actually going to set up, Twyla. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set up a voicemail. Nobody's going to answer it. Nobody's going to answer it or anything, but I'm going to put out a phone number that just goes straight to a TPW voicemail, and you'll be able to leave promos on the message. Yes, you did just hug in the ring for 10 minutes. That's exactly what happened. It was a great match, though. Russell's actually with us over on the purple side, and it is going to be an amazing match tonight. Aaron Latursky is here. You got me, Aaron. I'm going to throw a pizza at your window. I'm just kidding. I won't do that. Doug ringing for the bell. And Eat a Dick goes right for that missile drop kick into the chest of Drop the Hammer. Eat a Dick knows what kind of opportunity this is.
Roadhouse!
And he knows he's only going to have energy for about another 4 minutes. So he's giving it all he's got here in his business casual. Doug watching on, realizing that Scott is probably older than him. Just Doug's seen a lot of shit. So if he stands still every now and then, that's just Doug. Off the ropes goes Drop the Hammer. Stops Eat a Dick dead in his traps. Nice Russian leg sweep. And Drop the Hammer in command, going for some shots on the old brittle legs of Eat a Dick. Oh, dude, don't you worry about it. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's absolutely terrible. Aaron Latursky, thank you so much for the like. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Share the stream out with all your friends. We've got more to come here on Tacoblender Wednesday. TPW tonight, and then of course we have Tacoblender Thursday tomorrow. I will be live with Thumb Tacos at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube, or maybe it might be a little late, but we'll be there either way. Russell with a turnaround. He's trying to put Scott to sleep. Scott with his stunner. Russell not ready for that. Big chops from Eat a Dick. Schwenka with a nice suplex. And now Eat a Dick with a cover on the Commissioner. We've got a 1 count and a kick out from the man who's only ever lost once in a TPW ring. And I think it was to Clamberger. I forgot who won the other Commissioner's challenge, but Drop the Hammer. Anytime he graces us with his presence, you know you're in for a great show. Eat a Dick is in this match for a reason. He had an incredible season 4 and a great start to season 5. Eat a Dick was a sleeper on a lot of people's schedules, but he has commanded the DWO. In Jake Voss's absence, Dumpster Dude, of course, now back. But nobody's forgotten how much work Eat a Dick has put into TPW and the DWO. It's absolutely incredible. Somehow that table went into the floor. Russell now upsets with Scott just for breaking the table. Bring a beating of his own on Eat a Dick. And now it looks like he's going to go for a sharpshooter. Scott stuck on top of a sledgehammer, shoving into his penis while he gets a sharpshooter from Russell. Finally cries for mercy and breaks free of the hold. It probably was, Kevin. I'm just kidding. Where's the green lawn? That's in Scott's front yard, and you're not allowed to touch it, unfortunately. Eat a Dick turning this match around. And the crowd getting very excited as Russell back to his feet. Back into the ring. Eat a Dick has really just been that hot lately. And I think he's even giving the Commissioner a run for his money. And good for Eat a Dick for putting in the work in the gym. Be as good as he is, but it looks like he's in trouble now. A rock bottom from the Commissioner. What a powerful move. That is just crushing. Kick out at 2.5 from Schwenka. I think he's still got a little bit left in the tank, but what a devastating blow Eat a Dick has mostly been in control of this match. Russell turned it around that quick. Huge move here. Russell setting up the table. This is, of course, an Extreme Rules match, so he can do whatever he wants. Now apparently seems to be stuck between the table and the ropes. Russell confused about how life goes from here. We may have broken the commissioner. Eat a Dick finally back up. Reversal. Russell back in charge. Irish whip. Reversal from Eat a Dick. Eat a Dick's been sniffing out Russell's moves here. He's been watching film. He's been putting in the work. And it's showing in the ring. Aaron Latursky, thank you so much for your like. Sorry if I missed that. Face first with a nice reversal. Drop the hammer. Knee to the gullet of Eat a Dick. With old age comes a ton of kidney problems. Russell Reeves taking full advantage of that. We may actually get to see Russell pee himself tonight, courtesy of the commissioner. Face first into the corner goes Eat a Dick. Russell in command. Now going up high. DDT into the table. Down goes Eat a Dick. Reeves with another cover. The commish on top. We've got a 1 count from Dog 2. 2.5 and a kick out from Eat a Dick. Guys, we still have an intergender championship match coming up in a few minutes. A fatal 4-way between men and women, tables, ladders, and chairs for the intergender championship. Yeah, honestly, 25's not very good thus far. And there's a lot of problems with it that I'm hoping they fix. But the graphics do look better. Schwenka back in control, picks up Russell, powerbomb, down he goes, here comes the cover. There's the 2 count, it looks like his feet were on the ropes, but he got out anyways, 2.5. Doug's got to pay more attention to that. Schwenka with that trash can. And a vicious clothesline on Russell, who's right back up to his feet, sniffed out those punches. And Scott just keeps coming and keeps coming. And right now, the commissioner doesn't have an answer. Kick to the chest, slamming the head down to the commissioner. Scott, calm down. Oprah's upset.
I love bread.
Take that back. She's not upset. She just loves bread. Everything is fine. Here we've got another turnaround. Eat a Dick is going for a cover in an improbable scenario. Wrestle a kick out at 2.5. An improbable scenario here. Eat a Dick has actually set the tone for this match. The commissioner always ready for a fight, but it really looks like Eat a Dick put the work in. Now somehow tripping over a garbage can, and face first he goes. Russell's not at all happy with Eat a Dick as he drags him into the center of the ring. What's Russell planning here? Maybe he's going for a cover. Eat a Dick back to his feet. A little too quick. And now he picks him up. Nice slam from the commissioner. It looks like he's had enough. Here comes the people's elbow off the ropes. Scott has no answer. Elbow right to the dick. And that might have put him to sleep. Scarlet Veil, thank you for the like. We've got a 3 count. And that was all she wrote. And the commissioner of TPW is our winner. Congratulations, Commish, on another victory. And we'll be right back with our main event in just a few moments here on TPW.
Can I have some diarrhea? Diarrhea? Sure. Need a shortcut to diarrhea? Now at Pizza Hut, you can get 40 cheeseburgers on a pizza crust all covered in, you guessed it, cum. Your asshole's gonna cry brown tears. Pizza Hut, home of the anal funeral.
I say the S sound.
So full. The ribs.
I say the short U sound.
And we're back. Thank you so much, Radman Ken, for that. Champion celebrating tonight by singing his song. He actually lost to Josh Warren tonight, unfortunately. For the first time in Season 5, we are about to see the winningest superstar in the history of TPW, a man who has defeated every single person who has walked into this ring at least once. He's a 4-time champion. He's the sponsor of this place, the Church of Barry Neal himself. It is the one and only Reverend Barry Neal, and he is here to fight Oprah. How do you feel about Barry?
I'm so good.
That's a weird thing to say, Scarlet Veil. Thank you so much for the like. Guys, thank you so much for being here for another great episode of Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. We are here every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for your enjoyment. And we really hope you'll join us for the rest of our great matches throughout Season 5. There are booby grabs allowed in this match. Good news for you, you are allowed to kick people directly in the penis, so, I mean, that's rad. It's good to see Barry again for Season 5. Let's see what he can do in the ring this year for TPW. He's not alone tonight, though. He's got company. A man who came back after a sabbatical to get the DFC off the ground. It's the one and only dumpster dude, Jake Voss, is here trying to become our first intergender champion. Colorado is on their feet somewhere, and they are on fire in the Greg Louganis Arena here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. A native of the state himself, Dumpster Dude has captured the hearts of many and is now going to try to get that intergender championship off the top. Duper do indeed. Dumpster Dude is a 3-time champion here in Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. He's also been incredibly successful as a promoter with Dumpster Fighting Championships, aka the DFC. Guys, Dumpster Dude is actually live right now. We're going to try to rate him if we can. This crowd needs to learn proper yeet timing. Unfortunately, Wisconsin just isn't the most coordinated bunch of folks on planet Earth, and that's the hand we've been dealt. Unfortunately, all we can do is live with it. As Dumpster Dude has got everyone on their feet here in the Greg Louganis Arena. Nathan Altegott, Charles Marshall, welcome in. Thank you so much for the likes. And Jake, somehow, the man who despises everyone, has somehow become a crowd favorite. And I think he's enjoying the moments. Of course, wrestles barefoot. But you can't walk through the crowd with bare feet. You'll end up with beer and snot stuck to everything. Maybe pretzel cheese. You don't need that. We've got 2 in the ring. Now it's time to introduce the 2 ladies who will be taking part in tonight's festivities. Here's one of them.
I want you to know that I've smoked pot.
Nuvernian, thank you so much for the like and the pod. Guys, she has been in the championship picture in the women's division several times. And now she's moved on to a bigger step. She is in the intergender division, ready to wrestle the men. And we could see Megan Lose become the ultimate TPW champion in the intergender division tonight. She's got a big match ahead of her. There's 3 people who I really wouldn't want to find in a dark alley, but if there's anyone fearless enough to do it, it's Mrs. Dojo. Adam Lauren is here. Thank you so much for the like. Adam Lauren, a TPW superstar as well, and a dear friend. Welcome in, dude. Good to see you. Los is in the ring, and there's only one more person to join us. Ladies and gentlemen, she is 4 times a women's TPW undisputed champion. If she wins tonight, she will forfeit her women's championship, and it will go back into a tournament between the women to find a new champion. But Flareon Creations willing to take that risk tonight to win the TPW Intergender Championship. This is a big deal, and we wanted all the best to be here. So when Iris said, I want a shot at this title, we said absolutely. She flew in overnight from the Netherlands just to fight here tonight, and this crowd is amped to see her become a champion again. The possibility is here. It's hanging 10 feet above the ring, and according to Megan Lose, it will go to Megan. That's the kind of That's the kind of conviction I want to see in my future champions. Best of luck to all 4 of you. Once again, TPW brought to you by Funblender, Drop a Hammer, and many other great streamers. And of course, McCormick's Brown Gravy Seasoning if you are having chicken, turkey, potatoes, corn, or anything else that may require gravy. If you're just up for a hot steaming cup of gravy in the morning, look no further than McCormick's Brown Gravy Seasoning. Sold at every grocery store on earth. There it is, folks. You can only use their intergender championship. So that's the one we have. It is the TPW Intergender Championship. We have 4 people ready to go. The rules are basically that there are no rules. Retrieve the belt from the top of the ladder and it's yours. Megan going right after Barry Neal. Huge kick to the face. He's down. The women making a statement early on. Ira's going after Dumpster Dude as well. I've never wanted a championship so bad. It could be yours. Megan going out to... Sorry, she wanted to yell at me at the commentators table. I'm sorry. I won't talk about your husband's wiener so much. I didn't mean it. More beans and pizza. Oh crap, wrong stream. Dude, what? I'll take beans. I'm fine. Jay Kels, thank you so much again for the like. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell all your friends about TPW. Dumpster Dude with a kick to the nuts on the Reverend. And Ira is dropping a clothesline on Megan. Megan down and taking titty shots. Dumpster Dude going barefoot up that steel ladder, trying to grab that light up belt. And down he goes at the hands of the Reverend Barry Neal, who takes everybody in this match by about a foot and 75 pounds. But these women do not know the meaning of the word stop. Wait, I didn't mean that. Here is taking a shot on Barry, using the ring ropes to her advantage, trying to use a little bit of good old-fashioned levering to add extra pressure to the chest of Barry Neal. Barry's been around long enough. He knows he can just go up there, get that belt, and walk out right now. He may do so. Flareon finally catching on that he's up there. Dumpster Dude with a cheap shot on Megan. Look at Flareon Creations closing the ladder with a 250-pound man on top of it, like it's an old folded pancake. And Jake Boss with chair shots on Megan. I think it hurts him so bad to hurt her that he just wants to get it out of the way. And it's maybe the most gentlemanly thing that Dumpster Dude has ever done. It's amazing. Snappy San, welcome in. My wife is threatening to start a crochet club if I go gay with Josh. I think you're actually making it easier for me to do it, if I'm being honest with you. Oprah, how do you feel about all this?
9,000 penises.
It's a lot of penises. This crowd is on their feet. Guys, Ira's just threw a chair that suspended itself in midair and then landed on Barry. That is incredible. And now Dumpster Dude takes a kick to the face from Barry Neal. Barry setting the ladder back up. Now going after Flareon Creations. Big snap suplex, and Flareon is down. Dumpster Dude using every weapon in the book to try to beat up Megan Lose, now realizing that Barry is getting back up to that ring. Down goes the ladder. And down goes Barry Neal. We got a raid from Dojo Josh. Holy shit. My beautiful Josh is here. Dojo, thank you so much for the raid. Your wife was mad at me earlier because I was thirsting over you, and I just wanted her to know she can't get in the way of our love. I mean, she can legally and morally, I guess. So, you know what? Just know you broke my heart. That's all that matters. Sidewalk slam. Down goes Megan again. Megan unfairly taking a vicious amount of beating from Dumpster Dude early on in this match. Megan was basically almost murdered in a dark alley by Dumpster Dude. And she's still getting back up to her feet. This is why she's in this championship match, because she refuses to give up, and neither does Flareon Creations. With a nasty combination right to the face. Sean Jones, Dojo Josh, Brandon Eaker, Kyle Kaldenberg, Josh Masters, Welcome in. You guys are amazing. Let's get a rad for our Raiders. Barry going for that title again. And a stop from Flareon. Barry rolling out of the ring to catch a breather. Flareon has been consistently running through this match. Let's see if she can hold on. This is a lot of energy to expend this early in a match. Off the ropes goes Flareon. Spear from Dumpster Dude. And Dumpster Dude just violating everyone. Megan throwing a table at him, rightfully so. Off the ropes. She uses the table to wedge that missile dropkick right into the throat of Dumpster Dude, and he is down. A man of God just hit two women with a steel chair at the same time. How did this just happen? Megan now somehow the only one on her feet after all those beatings. Barry moving out of the way of the bump pump. Thank you so much for that beautiful horn. Wesley Hemke's the one and only Dojo Josh himself, my beautiful nugget of chicken. Sean Jones is here. Eric Lemke, thank you for the like and the share, guys. It's Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. Megan Loos is in a fight for the first ever intergender championship, and she keeps getting violated by a man called Dumpster Dude. And Jake Boss now throwing her face first into the corner after making her unnecessarily sit on his face. Jake doing everything he can to try to make sexual innuendos at Megan. It's absolutely uncalled for, but it's what we live for here at TPW. Barry Neal now in command. Dumpster Dude back to his feet, going after Flareon Creations. Barry going up to the top rope. And a huge suplex. Megan is down. She just cannot catch a break. Anywhere in this match, Barry trying to make his way up the ladder again, but down it goes at the hands of Dumpster Dude, who I think just gets great joy out of throwing the ladder.
I've smoked pot.
Thank you so much for the pot. Anything can go here at the Greg Louganis Arena in Green Bay, Wisconsin, home of Tacoblender Pro Wrestling, also the 400 Monster Truck Series, every Saturday night at 1 a.m., where they let strippers drive trucks. It's dangerous, beautiful, and fun. You want to check it out. Come down to the Greg Louganis Arena in Green Bay, Wisconsin with $15 and a thirst for hot dogs. And we'll welcome you with open arms.
You'll feel like you're spinning on a golden
Kyle, thank you so much for the like. Dumpster Dude up to the top rope. Barry with a choke slam from all the way up top. And now Megan looks like she's set up in a razor's edge from Flareon Creations. Nice shot from Flareon, wasting no time going after Barry. Kicks to the titties. And she takes down the big man. Flareon maybe trying to catch a breath. Unfortunately, Barry had the same idea. Now they're in it. Holy shit! She has chucked a chair at Barry's head. Barry Neal is down. It looks like his wiener might be hanging out of his zipper a little, which is all right.
9,000 penises.
Dumpster Dude off the ropes. Nice slam from Flareon Creations. Now going after Megan. Kick to the belly. Barry could have gotten in the way there and helped, but didn't. Just walked past. Let poor Megan get annihilated. Guys, we want to see Megan win this so bad, and she's just getting violently beaten. Can she escape the clutches of Barry Neal? She cannot. A tombstone pile driver, and she's going to take a nap for a little bit. Dumpster Dude thrown out of the ring by Flareon Creations. And now takes the perfect moment to go after Barry Neal. This is getting hot. Flareon could pull this off right now. It doesn't look like she's even ready yet. She knows she's got some work to do to keep all these people down. Dumpster Dude giving a yeet to the crowd. Megan with a huge kick off the middle rope. But Flareon caught her in midair. Down she goes. Barry into the turnbuckle. It's just Flareon and Dumpster Dude. Dumpster Dude taking shots from Flareon Creations. And guys, Dumpster Dude right back to his feet. He looks like he hasn't missed a step. He knows how important this is. And he's willing to push his friend off a ladder to do it. Brian Honecker is here. It's the one and only Brian Plays Games Bad. Guys, Brian Plays Games Bad will be joining us later on this season as well. Here on TPW. Welcome in, it's good to see you. You're the way I wake up every morning. My alarm goes off and I watch Brian for 20 minutes before I take a shower. I know what you're asking yourself. Do I masturbate? The gentleman never asks. Lady never tells. Flareon Creations tying up with Megan. Punch to the face, and Megan is just out again. She has been singled out by every person in this match. And now she took a frog splash from Flareon. And the former women's champion looking to add to the collection. Megan face first into the ladder while Dumpster Dude goes for a spear on Barry Neal and nails it. This match is a nail biter. That's absolutely incredible. Yeah, the decision making makes no sense, but it's so much fun to watch. And here comes a Razor's Edge from Flareon. Dumpster Dude is down. Here comes Barry. Think fast. And she does. Ladders up. Now she's using it to hide from Barry. Catches an advantage.
I've smoked pot.
Face first into the turnbuckle pad he goes. Nice reversal. And he and Flareon are going back and forth. Thank you so much for the pot. I appreciate it. It's a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Megan trying to make her way up to the top. Barry grabbing her by the ankle and pulling her back down. Megan will not give up. No matter what it takes in this match, we know she will not give up. She will keep trying. But it could be over. She tried to stop Flareon from getting the belt, and Barry might be too late. Just in the nick of time. And down goes Flareon. Barry sneaking his way out of the ring. He looks like he's hunting down Iris. Couple too many cheap shots to the testicles, and he's livid. Iris taking advantage of the moment. And here comes Megan with a comeback shot on Dumpster Dude. He's on that ladder, and she's in control. Let's see what she does with it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share the stream if you haven't already with all your friends. TPW is on fire tonight as we get ready to crown our first intergender champion. Megan cracking some ribs to get that shot on Dumpster Dude, but now a choke slam onto the ladder, courtesy of Flareon Creations. How any of these four are still on their feet is beyond me. Barry didn't even see Dumpster Dude standing there, and Dumpster Dude throws him out of the ring. Iris, with a genius move, immediately goes for the kick. If she can keep Dumpster Dude down or get him out of the ring, this match might be over. But Jake Voss turned it around. He's got a reversal, and now Dumpster Dude taking his opportunity to win this match. The commissioner befuddled by all this. Megan Lose up at the top trying to fight with Barry Neal. Barry gets pulled down by Iris. Can Iris stop Megan? She on top. Barry moved away. Nobody's paying attention. This is it. Megan won. Ladies and gentlemen, the clear underdog in this match has prevailed. Our first ever TPW intergender undisputed champion is Megan Lose. Congratulations, Megan. You are the #1 ranked superstar in all of Tacoblender Pro Wrestling. What a huge night for Megan. Congratulations. That was absolutely incredible. Let's go to the highlight reel. Fuck it. Just show them all. I don't care. Oh, I thought you actually got to like watch them. Let's see what happens here. That wasn't a replay at all. Let's go to the second one. Here you can see Megan just getting violated outside of the ring by Dumpster Dude. Look at that. Chairs right to the vagina. Directly to the vagina, like aimed at the vagina. Absolutely wild. Here she is trying to get some pace here, but she basically gets punched in the face by Flareon Creations. Megan, here's another one, just getting violated by everyone in this ring. But at the end, somehow she prevailed. No, we didn't see enough of it, but look at this on the top. Going after Dumpster Dude, that frog splash. And that was it. The championship was won. What a huge moment for our first ever intergender champion. Miss Megan Lose, that was absolutely incredible. Guys, let's see if we can raid. We can't because I still don't have a level up back. Twitch, is there anybody over here? There is. Let's send you guys over to one of our friends. We're going to send you over to Dumpster Dude. He's still live. Guys on Facebook as well, if somebody can tag Dumpster Dude in there. We're going to head over to Dumpster Dude and give him a fun blender raid. Guys, do not miss it. Thank you so much for joining us. We will do this again next week.